everyone, how are you? So I finally did it. I went ahead and got the Douay Rheims version of the Bible, and I really like it. It's really, really good. Now I see why you guys keep saying this is your favorite version. But I just wanted to go through the Bible just in case maybe someone doesn't have it and you would like to get it. So this is a paperback version, and it's not a thick paperback at all. That's what it looks like if you're interested in like the whole sides and everything. The spine says Holy Bible Douay Rheims version, Saint Benedict Press. And we open it up here. We have the presentation page. This part is really cool. It's a statue of St. Peter at St. Peter's Square, Vatican City. And of course, this awesome quote that the Lord said to St. Peter, "And I say to thee that thou art Peter, upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. And I will give to thee the keys of the kingdom of heaven." And that's Matthew chapter 16, verses 18, 19. So these are just a few, glossy pages. This is Saint Benedict and his medal. Tells you a little bit about that. Family register. Births, marriages. And deaths. Then here it tells you that this was translated from the Latin Vulgate. The Old Testament version of it was completed in Douay Rheims 1609. In Douay 1609. And then the New Testament was completed in Rheims in 1582. This is the copyright page. And right here, I'll zoom in a little bit, is if you guys want it in different versions. So the leather black, the paperback is the one I have. And then there's the premium ultra soft burgundy. Then this is just talking about the edition, 1899 edition of the translation. And if you guys hear anything, any noises, it's the people upstairs, and they are always on the next level. So, and then this is the names and orders of the books of the Old Testament. So you will notice it's a little different here. As you see, it says 3 Kings and 4 Kings. If I'm not mistaken, that's 1st and 2nd Samuel. And then these, if I'm not mistaken, are 1st and 2nd Chronicles. And you can just tell, they're, different. And then it's also different because Maccabees is at the end here. And, I'll just show you to compare if I can. I don't think I can. Hold on. So this is another Bible I have. And then I was going to try to do like a side-by-side situation. So you see Maccabees is usually after Esther. And then, yes, the names are different. So I think this would be a good Bible if you need to get Bible tabs, just so you can get familiar with, okay, which book is which, if you're used to the other names. So here you have the book of Genesis, and it gives a little blurb about what's going to be in here. And then it has columns. There really isn't too much space to write necessarily. You would just have to get those really fine point pens to be able to write in it, or just write very small. And then here you have the corresponding scriptures that go with, whatever they are talking about. And then there's some footnotes. I have read some of the footnotes and they seem pretty good. The pages feel really nice. It almost feels a little buttery. So I really like that. And then, that's just how it is. Whole way. Nice footnotes, or it seems to be nice footnotes. And let's just skip a little bit. Oh, I want to show you. Hold on, let's not skip. Let's go to trying to get to Exodus here. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that, you know how in some Bibles it'll end with, one book, and then it'll be nothing here, and it'll start a whole new page with the next book of the Bible. This one, it just continues right to the next book of the Bible. So I would prefer it if it didn't, but it does. So I wanted to show you that just in case you're not about that. Okay, and let's flip to the New Testament here. So here we have the names and orders, the books of the New Testament, and that is all pretty much the same, like the names and everything. Just Revelations is Apocalypse. I actually like it being called Apocalypse more than Revelations. And it's the same thing. It's just now the page numbers are different. So the page numbers are, like this is page 3 technically now. But everything else is the same. The words of Christ are in red, which I like that too. And let's just flip to the back here. I have a little situation, but okay. Okay, so this is just listing chronologically everything in the Old Testament. So it'll say the patriarchs, sacred history. Then over here, it'll say line of Levi, line of Judas. High priest, kings of Judea. Line of David. And then this is the historical and chronological index of the New Testament. Of course, 1 AD, Christ is born in Bethlehem. And this part is really cool because it gets into some like apologetics, or honestly, if you just want to know for yourself, like you want to know, okay, where is confession, confirmation, matrimony, free will, fasting, faith, eternity of hell torments, oh my goodness, relics, good works, women must not preach or teach. And this here is for all Sundays and holidays throughout the year. So just all the feast days and the readings. Feast of the Saints. And this part I thought was really cool. Beloved prayers, which all Catholics should know. The act of faith, the act of hope, act of charity, the Memorare. Well, you guys can see what it's called and everything. Got interrupted a little bit. My sister was calling me. And then here you have the succession of popes, of course, starting with Saint Peter, and then it has all the popes after him. And it goes up to Pope Benedict, so I would just have to write in Pope Francis's name there. And then there's some artwork. So this is a representation of the Visitation. Adoration by the Shepherd. So basically the Nativity. Sermon on the Mount. Of course, the Crucifixion. Palestine in the time of Jesus, St. Paul's first journey, St. Paul's second journey, and his third journey. So yeah, that's it. And I hope you guys decide to get this Bible because it's really nice and this version is really, really good. And like you think, oh, it's going to be old English. I don't have time for that. But it's like so nice and it's not hard to understand. It's easy to understand. If you guys have ever read, the King James and you really like that, this is better than the King James. And it was translated before the King James, so I really like it. And thank you guys so much for watching. See you later. Bye.